Reality. I'm Caroline Collins. We have a very special episode that only you can see right here on CSRWrestling.com. We have an extra special guest. Justin, take it away.
Well, thank you, Caroline. CSRWrestling.com. A lot of big things coming here in the next week, and it starts. The very special guest coming to us all the way from New York City, Brooklyn to be exact. You know him from Married at First Sight, the reality TV show. You also might see him as one of your great New York City firemen, and you might catch him in the ring on the weekend as a weekend warrior, as an independent professional wrestler, the one and only Jason Carrion. Thank you for coming down.
Glad to be here on
Jason,
CSR.
you got a resume. What came first? What came second? What came third? Or did it all happen in one day?
Well, the chicken and the egg is what I want to get.
Okay, we'll start there.
We'll start there. What came first? I mean, I've been wrestling for the past, I want to say, 8 years now. Independent, you know, if any independent wrestlers out there, you know the grind. And then, you know, started to get into the fire department, worked for EMS for a while, and then I married a stranger.
As we all do, right?
Yeah, normal thing nowadays.
So the wrestling started, and then, I mean, obviously, I guess when you started as a pro wrestler, the goal was to get to WWE, as every wrestler's goal is?
I mean, if you're not willing to or wanting to go to WWE, I think you're in the wrong kind of business.
Right. Okay, so you're grinding out on the indies, you're paying your dues, as they say, for those who aren't familiar with maybe wrestling terminology, and then everybody wants to know, how do you get involved in a reality show, let alone one where you're going to marry somebody who you've never met before? Well,
I mean, maybe all the wrestling that I've done for the past couple of years made me a little bit of brain damage, but when I first decided to do it, I mean, no, it was something that came in, and I took the opportunity. I had a gut feeling that it was something I was going to do. At first I said no, and the night after I woke up and I'm like, I feel like I got punched in the stomach. So I told myself, like, why do I feel like this? So I said, you know what, if you could find me a match and you do your magic. I didn't think it was going to happen, to be honest with you, but it did, and they found me a match, and the rest is history.
Now, before we get to her, the match, the wife, for those who may not be familiar, you actually sat down with like relationship experts, and they kind of like basically test you and try to figure out like all about you, and that's how they're going to make you figure out who's compatible with you. When they did the asking you questions and digging into you, did the pro wrestling, did your hobbies or your lifestyle come up in that whole deal?
Absolutely. I'm like, what kind of woman is going to actually want to, you know, want to marry a professional wrestler? You know, I can see firefighter, that given, but I mean
every girl loves a firefighter in the uniform thing.
I mean, you know,
yeah.
You're gonna do it.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, I'm on the road, you know, doing independent wrestling, and like you said, weekend warrior. So I don't know what girl would actually want to, you know, even be content of having a schedule of their husband doing that. Right. So I said, if you could find me a girl like that, let me find her. You
know, it's funny because you're in New York City, and we have good friends of the show that are based out in New York City. TagMeADate.com. They're a dating website just for wrestling fans. So if only that would have been around during this time, you may not have to go on national television. But you did go on national television, got you great exposure. I'm sure it was an interesting experience for good and for bad. And you got married to a girl named Courtney. Mm-hmm. And that's become Jason and Courtney, Courtney and Jason. Yeah. And you know, you and I post pictures on social media as we're enjoying Pittsburgh here. And I mean, it goes to my Instagram or it goes to my personal Facebook, and the first thing that shows up from people that I didn't even know watched Married at First Sight. No offense, I didn't even know what demographic it's hitting. I got guys, first thing they're asking me on this photo, is he still married to the wife? Is he still married to the girl? So, $1 million question right now, are you still married?
Well, I did have a big announcement on my Twitter and my social media, and I got to say,
that's a true worker right there. So you guys are still married. It's been not even a year yet, right?
No, actually it was a year.
Okay.
23rd March 23rd would be a year. I mean, I have to have that date because if I forget it, you know,
absolutely,
boom, the wife will kill me.
Absolutely.
But it's been over a year. We went through some tough situations, and you know, we came out okay. And you know, I've never been more in love with my life, and she's my wife, and she's my life.
What's the best wrestling match she's seen of yours?
None of them, because she hates all of them, due to the fact that she thinks I'm dying in the ring.
Point taken. All right. Well, maybe she'll have a great life insurance then if you die in the ring. So she'll be taken care of.
Jeez, thanks, Justin.
Well, I'm feeding her concerns. Jason Carrion is going to be with us all weekend long. We got tons more videos that are going to be aired right here on CSRWrestling.com as well as WrestleZone.com. Follow him on Twitter and all the social media. He's entertaining. Follow all of us. Don't miss it. We got plenty of talk about Daniel Bryan, about all kinds of the major wrestling topics in WWE. Don't miss it.